while designing any electronic circuit, register, it is a very basic component. Not only because, see, you people are capable only to find out the resistance, but very few people may be familiar with about the wattage, power handling capacities, then various sizes that registers and various applications. Is it? Oh,
Sir, to introduce
Sir, it
resistance.
is used in LEDs
Sir,
to limit the current.
to restrict the excessive flow of current.
one and the same. To oppose the flow of current, to limit the flow of current, or current limiting device, etc. Any else
Uh,
you suggest me? Shall we start from very basic component, or
Basics
shall
पासून
we directly? Then he basic. This is not only useful for your this design subject, but during your interviews, technical interviews, also it will be help future. It will be surely useful to you, and that's why uh, we should start from the same. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now I will going to share my screen. If you can't observe it properly, then also you can interrupt me. Is it visible now at our point? Yes. I'm
Yes,
using
sir.
our
Yes,
device.
sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll directly start from the first component, that is register, and that's why the objective of our today's discussion are what is register, then register types, how the resistance identification is done, then various materials, power handling capacity, then series parallel equivalence of register and their applications, and various applications of registers. So see here, I define that register as it is a device to limit the current if needed in the electrical path. Is it correct? So whatever the definition I given here, that is register, it is used to limit the current if needed in the electrical path. Is it correct?
सर आवाज नाही येत.
सर आवाज
So
येत नाही.
आता आता येतोय?
Yes, sir.
हो.
हो
Yes,
सर,
sir.
आता येतोय.
Okay, so it is a component which is used to limit the current if needed in the electrical path. Like this, I written. So the question is it correct or wrong?
Sir, it is correct.
correct,
Why
sir.
I mention?
Sir,
Okay,
it
if
is
it is
correct.
correct, why I mention if needed this word?
सर आता इथे तुम्ही एक्झाम्पल दिलेलं आहे एलईडीचा नाही का. तर
बरोबर.
आता एलईडी साठी जर आपण डायरेक्ट जर दिला तर त्याची काय बोलतो खराब व्हायची शक्यता जास्त
LED
राहते.
डॅमेज होतोय.
सर
Yes.
सपोज एलईडी 5 व्होल्टचा आहे
Mhm.
आणि आपण करंट 7 व्होल्ट देतोय तर 2 व्होल्ट एक्स्ट्रा येता येईल ते त्याला डॅमेज करेल सर. मग तो होम लॉ यूज करून आपण तो 2 व्होल्ट कमी करू शकतो त्या जागेवर रेजिस्टर प्लेस करून. त्यामुळे गरज असेल तरच आपण तो रेजिस्टर लावू शकतो. जर 5 व्होल्ट देतोय तर रेजिस्टर लावण्याची
असं तुला वाटतंय. Okay. Any else? Good.
सर आय थिंक रेजिस्टरची गरज पडेल कारण एलईडी आहे ना त्याचं वोल्ट मॅक्सिमम वोल्ट त्याला 1.7 लागतो 1.7 to 2.2 आणि एम्पियर 10 मिली एम्पियर काहीतरी लागतो तर त्याप्रमाणे 5 वोल्ट खूपच करंट देईल त्याला म्हणून त्यासाठी आपल्याला करंट रेजिस्ट करावा लागेल म्हणून आपल्याला रेजिस्टर आधी लागेल
Okay.
आणि मग त्याच्या खाली एलईडी.
Very good. Okay. Any else?
तर रेजिस्टर नसेल तर करंटला अप्लाय करण्यासाठी काही भेटेल नाही. खूप जास्त एक्सेस करंट कंपोनेंटला डॅमेज करू शकतो त्यामुळे रेजिस्टर गरजेचं आहे.
Okay. Chalo. So now I will explain. So if my voice is not good, then just interrupt me. If you can't observe the PowerPoint also or whatever screen I shared, then also you can just interrupt me. Okay. So friends, remember some or few things we might not have covered or learned anywhere. So first of all, remember we never consider about the current rating of any source. Generally in our books also, it is not mentioned. Okay. So in general, we are observing this middle diagram. There is LED is to be operated from DC source. Generally in all books or whatever you are studying, you might have seen this middle one. Is it? But whatever extra two diagrams I shown over here, these two I developed by my own knowledge. That's why I would like to share with you. And again, it is very important in terms of as a design engineer. So first of all, remember, suppose there are 3 dry cells or 4 dry cells. Each dry cell have the voltage rating of 1.5 volts. Is it? You might have seen that dry cell, pencil cell, generally we are calling it as a pencil cell, right? So if I connected the 3 to 4 dry cells in series, so that the total voltage available, it will become almost 5 to 6 volts. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now remember one thing, as the current ratings for any voltage source are not given in the books or generally not mentioned anywhere. By default, it is considered as a infinite short circuit current. Means what? Infinite short circuit current means what? Just imagine a DC power supply which we are using. So that DC supply, it is 0 to 30 volt variable, and the maximum current rating of that DC supply is 2 amperes. So suppose I just put that DC power supply to 5 volt. By that voltage variable knob, we can manage to 5 volt, right? On that display, you will observe as a 5. And now just take one wire and insert into the positive and negative terminal directly of that power supply. What will happen?
सर व्होल्टेज विल बी 0 आणि मॅक्सिमम करंट ड्रॉ आउट होईल.
Yes, correct. So that condition, we are calling it as a short circuit condition, right now? Now
Yes.
see, generally, in
Yes,
general, we are saying whenever short circuit occurs, the short circuit current is infinite, but really it is infinite.
सर
If you put-
इन्फायनाईट नाही बोलू शकत आपण, बट जो सोर्स कडनं आपण जेवढा म्हणजे मॅक्सिमम
nice.
मिळू शकतो ना आपण, तर तेवढा
Yes,
आपल्याला
yes,
मिळतो.
Yes, correct. That is known as a short circuit current. Means that is the maximum current providing capacity of that DC source. Clear now? Now see, suppose 4 dry
Yes,
cell,
sir.
4 dry cell I connected in series, and again by taking the same wire, I shorted the positive and negative of that series combination. Okay. Consider 2 DC sources, 4 dry cell in series, pencil cells, and 5 volt, or you can consider 6 volt also for the simplification purpose. That DC power supply is set at 6 volt. If we provided the short circuit, the amount of current through that short circuit path, ideally we are calling it as an infinite current, but practically it will be equals to the current providing capacity of that DC source. Is it? And suppose our DC power supply is 2 ampere rated DC power supply. So we can say if short circuit is provided between positive and negative of that DC power supply, then there will be a flow of current of almost 2 amperes, and voltage will get drop out to almost 0. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Now, same 6 volt I will be able to
Yes, sir.
generate by same 6 volt I will be able to generate by using 4 dry cell in series, pencil cells, and suppose end to end, that is for topmost dry cell is positive terminal and the lower one is negative terminal. If I connected a DMM, the DMM will go on to read the net voltage as a 6 volt, correct?
Yes,
Because
sir.
each dry cell offers 1.5 volts DC, and 4 are connected in series. And whenever DC sources are connected in series, voltage gets added. That you know, is it? So the total voltage available across that series combination, it will become 6. Now compare these two DC sources. One is our regulated DC power supply, which is set at 6 volt, and another one is 4 dry cells which are connected in series, pencil cells. So both are providing us 6 volt. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if I provided short circuit path across that series combination of dry cell, again, ideally, we have to say there will be a flow of infinite amount of current. Ideally, because that two terminals of that series combination is shorted. So infinite amount of current will flow. Generally, we are saying ideally. Now, in that case, how much will be the current? The current will be equals to
So maximum rating. एवढं.
of a single cell, because that are connected in series. That's the current will not going to add.
Yes.
Current will remain equivalent to single cell.
Yes, sir.
Right now. And now just imagine, suppose a short circuit current, if we measured by using DMM for that dry cell, if it comes as a 30 milliampere, 30. Okay. एका ड्राय सेलचा शॉर्ट सर्किट करंट जर आपण मेजर केला तर तो 30 milliampere इतका सपोज येतोय. Now, whenever we will want to connect that 4 dry cell in series and provided the short circuit path, in that short circuit path, the maximum current, it will be almost
सर
equal
तुमचा
to.
आवाज खूप कट होतोय.
Hello.
सर ते क्वेश्चन रिपीट करता का? खूप कट झाला आवाज.
If we provided a short circuit path across that series combination, then short circuit current, it will be equals to the maximum current rating. येतोय?
सर मग ते सिंगल सेलचा करंट मॅक्सिमम करंट आहे ना, तोच दाखवेल आपल्याला शॉर्ट सर्किट झाला तरी.
Correct. That current we consider as a 30 milliampere, 30. Okay. So here for series equivalent, short circuit current will be equals to 30 milliampere. Am I right? Suppose that DC power supply, which is set at 6 volt, and across that DC power supply, if I connected this light emitting diode directly without any resistor, right? Whenever we will be going to study about the details of PN junction as a prerequisite, over there also I will be going to clear you what is mean by the dynamic resistance offered by PN junction. It is very, very small. Remember, at this stage, just consider whenever that LED gets turned on or whenever current flows through any PN junction, that PN junction offers a very small resistance. In terms of, we can say 1 to 5 ohm only. Right?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes,
PN
sir.
junction, when current flows through it, the resistance offered by that PN junction is equals to 1 to 5 ohm. Okay. Now, here we will consider this light emitting diode having its specification as 5 mm. 5 mm, that is nothing but the diameter of that LED. Generally, whatever LEDs you might have seen in our lab, that red color, yellow color, green color, all that LEDs are known as a 5 mm LED. That means its diameter is of 5 mm. And in its data sheet, or actually by practical, we observe that LED can sustain the current from 10 milliamperes to 80 milliampere, 80. 5 mm LED, which can be operated from 10 milliampere to 80 milliampere, and generally the operating voltage is also mentioned somewhat more than that of 2 volts and up to 6-7 volts. Okay. So see, suppose the on resistance of this LED, 5 mm LED, is of 6 ohm. Just imagine, whenever this LED will get turned on by this power supply, the resistance offered by this LED, it will be equal to 5 ohm. Sorry, 6 ohm. Okay. Just imagine, just replace this LED in terms of its resistance, just that zigzag path or symbol of resistor. Okay, and as already I told, if it is at 6 volt, this DC power supply is supposed at 6 volt, which is operated from our regulated power supply, 6 volt and 2 amperes as its maximum current providing capacity. So simply here, how much will be the current through this? Purposely I taken this supply voltage as a 6 volt and the resistance offered by this area as a 6 ohm. It is almost that around 5 to 6 ohms, okay, or somewhat less than that of also. Why I purposely taken it as a 6 ohm? Because calculation purpose, it will be very simple. If it is 6 volt, resistance offered by LED, if it is of 6 ohm, then I equals to V by R, just simply by applying KVL to this loop, V equals to IR. So I equals to V by R, applied voltage, it is of 6 volt divided by resistance of that path, which is provided by that LED, it is of 6 ohm. So simply here we can say the amount of current flowing through that path, it will be of 1 ampere. Is it correct?
Yes.
Yes.
DC supply, we consider that DC supply as a 6 volt and we replace this LED its on resistance, that is resistance offered by this device whenever it gets turned on. It is of 6 ohm. Okay. So simply how much will be the current through this path? Current is equals to V by R. V is applied voltage that we consider as a 6 volt divided by the resistance, we consider it as a 6 ohm. So here the current will be equals to 1 ampere. Now that 1 ampere current is flowing through this LED. But already what I told, this 5 mm LED can sustain the current up to 80 milliampere, 80 maximum. Beyond that, it will not going on to sustain that current and will get damaged permanently. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So,
Okay. Now repeat that 6 volt regulated power supply by the series combination of dry cell, which is also equals to 6 volt, right?
yes, sir.
Positive terminal of that series combination to anode of this LED and negative terminal of that series combination to the cathode terminal of this LED. That's all. Now
सर, मग
again,
या टाइमला काय बोलता ब्रेकडाऊन नाही होणार आणि एलईडी कॅन वर्क.
yes, that's all. So see what will going on to happen in this case. There is a series combination of 4 that cells, pencil cells, of having the current rating of that series combination equals to 30 milliampere, 30. Again, we are applying 6 volt to this LED. LED will going on to provide some resistance. Suppose is of how much? 6 ohm. Expected current to this path by calculation it will be 1 ampere. But our series equivalent of that dry cell, is it capable to provide 1 ampere of current?
हो
No.
सर.
A series combination of dry cell, it will not going on to provide the expected current or calculated current as a 1 ampere in this path. How much it will going on to force?
0.30.
Correct. So it will be 30 milliamperes. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes,
in
sir.
this case, this LED can easily sustain that 30 milliamperes of current. That's all. Clear now? To see,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
here I mention if needed. It is used to limit the current if needed. If you have a DC source, weak DC source, we can say, weak in terms of what? Current rating. If it is a weak DC source, there is no need to limit it. Why to limit? Because the device is capable to handle the short circuit current of that weak DC source. And here we taken the example of that series combination of 4 dry cells. Okay. And that's why it is mentioned if needed in this electrical part. Now in second case, it
सर
is
पण
regulated.
सर पण
हा.
जर आता आपण जर शॉर्ट सर्किट प्रोटेक्शन जर वापरलं सर्किट मध्ये, मग आपण सर्किट डिझाईन करताना शॉर्ट सर्किटची काळजी घेऊन सर्किट डिझाईन करायला हवं का?
येस येस येस. बघा जनरली काय असतं, वॉट एव्हर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक सर्किट्स वी डिझाईन अँड डेव्हलप or whatever circuit generally operated from the DC source, dry cells, like our mobile handset. Okay, you might have seen what is the current rating of that battery dry cell. It is very strong DC source. Its voltage rating is almost 4.5. This is particularly used for a strong DC source. Already I told previous discussion, you also answered if it is directly powered by regulator power supply 2 ampere rating, current flow will be almost equals to 1 ampere, and that LED will get damaged. Now in this case, that means if it is operated for strong voltage source, strong current source, there is need of resistor, this R. Correct? Just select the value of that R according to a simple calculation by applying a KVL to this loop and try to find out value of this R. Okay. So the problem statement is, we have to operate this 5 mm LED with the current rate of 50
सर
amperes.
किती mm चा आहे एलईडी?
That is 5 mm. That means its current handling capacity, it is in between 10 milli to 80 milliamperes. Okay. Remember, the light intensity of LED, that is directly proportional to the amount of current flowing through that LED. As the current will get increased from 10 milli onwards, the light intensity also will get increased up to 80 milliamp. Don't try to obtain again more light intensity beyond 80 milli, otherwise it will get permanently damaged. Okay. So here we have to operate this light emitting diode, this 5 volt DC source, with the current of 50 milliamps. Consider the voltage drop across this LED as 2 volts. Whenever it will get operated, it will be going to offer some resistance, and that's why there will be somewhat dropout. Dropout voltage is also mentioned in the data sheet, and that depends on how much voltage we are applying to it or how much current we are passing through it. So in the data sheet, a table is there and it is generally mentioned. So here we'll consider whenever 50 milliampere current will flow through this LED, it will remain on. There will be a drop of almost 2 volts across this LED. What should be the value of this R? Can you calculate it?
40 ohms.
40.
60 का? 60. 60 ohms.
So here the operating voltage is 5 volts. The current which is to be passed to this resistor, that through LED, the same current will be going to pass through LED also, and it should be of 50 milliamperes, 50. The light intensity, we can see it will be moderate. At 10 milliampere, light intensity will be minimum. At 80 milliampere, it will be maximum. There is a chance of damage when current through this LED will be at its maximum current rating, that is 80 milli. That's why here we will consider the current through that LED as a 50 milliampere. That is not minimum, not maximum, just moderate value. We have to find out the value of this R. So where this LED will get operate, there will be a drop of voltage drop across this LED almost 2 volts. So simply apply KVL to this loop. KVL means what? Simply, what is KVL? The total voltage source to the loop equals to the total drop within that loop. Total voltage drop within that loop. That is the KVL. So how you will apply? This VDC equals to drop across R. That is nothing but current flowing through R into resistance of that resistor. That is I into R. This is the drop across this resistor plus drop across LED. That we consider as a 2 volts. So that equation will be 5 volts equals to I that we consider, we taken it as a 50 milli, it should be 50 milli, 50. So phi equals to 50 milli into R plus 2 volts. The voltage V LED, which is equals to 2 volts. And therefore, whenever you will take this RHS 2 volts towards LHS side, phi minus 2, that is 3 volts equals to 50 milli into R. Therefore, R equals to 3 divided by 50 milli. Is it correct? R equals to
60 ohms.
60 ohm, 60.
60 ohms.
Yes, sir.
60 na? 16.
Yes, sir.
60, sir.
Okay.
6060.
Okay, so remember this value for our during next lecture we will require this. Now switch to third diagram. This is also correct. So see, what is the use of resistor? Simply to limit the current in the path. So wherever it may be, either before the device or after the device, again if you apply the same KVL over here, you will observe the same value of R or the same value of R. So it will not going to matter where it is. Even if it is before this LED, again it will be going to limit the current as a 50 milli. If it is after LED, again it will want to limit the current as a 50 milli. If you try to apply the KVL again for this last one also, you will get the same answer. So all these three diagrams are correct. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now see, I mentioned here, generally for electrical loads, there is or we never use a resistor in series. For example, our fan, we are directly connecting that appliance to the 230 volt mains AC supply. Okay. Right?
Yes, sir.
Whatever input impedance electrical load offers, that means the fan and its motor winding, it offers some its own resistance. Steel cell or LED lamp that have also its own input impedance. So the own input impedance of these appliances, it decides how much should be the current through them. And that much current gets consumed from the power line. That is 230 volt supply voltage line. In case of our semiconductor devices, as they offer a very small resistance, we can't connect them to a strong voltage source. Otherwise, a very huge amount of current flows through them and that devices gets damaged. And that's why I mentioned this word if needed. So you have to also remember this one. In future, if anybody asks what is a resistor, define it. So your answer should be, it is a component which is used to limit the current in the electrical path if required. Right? To limit the current if required in the electrical path. It is not mandatory. It should be always used over there. And the best example is our dry cell and regulated DC power supply of high current rating. Clear? Now, the next slide, that is resistor type. Now you are familiar. I will not going on to give much more time over here. Wherever I will observe there is need, then only I can explain in detail. So basically, the resistors are available as a fixed type resistor and variable type resistor. In fixed type, CFR, MFR, and wire wound. Out of these three, mostly in our lab, we are using first one, that is CFR. CFR stands for CFR, that is carbon film resistor. MFR, that is metal film resistor. And the third one, that is wire wound. So that resistor CFR and MFR are most used in our lab. They are titled as CFR, that is carbon film resistor, because they are manufactured from the carbon granules or the carbon composition. Second one, that is metal film. It is a mixture of different metals, or we can say it is manufactured from the alloy. That is mixture of various metals. And third one, that is wire wound. It is available somewhat with high wattage. That means the more power handling capacity. Now, what is that power handling capacity? That is also very important in terms of electronic design engineer. Again, generally, whenever we are studying any circuits, it may be in your communication, maybe in your integrated circuit op-amp or EDC. So many circuit diagrams you prepared, might have seen, but in that electronic circuits, generally only the resistance of that resistor is mentioned, or while designing, we can say you might have designed. So in previous semester, you might have studied op-amp based various circuits like op-amp as comparator, Schmitt trigger, integrator, etc. Right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So in that circuit, according to your, we can say problem statement, or according to our need, we are determining the value of resistor. Is it? Simply, we will take one simple example. If it is inverting amplifier, right? Op-amp as a inverting amplifier, and from that we know VO equals to minus RF by R1 into VI. Is it correct? So that the gain of that op-amp gets limited by the ratio of RF and R1. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Again, we'll
sir.
take one simple example for understanding purpose. Suppose the input to the op-amp is 1 volt DC, and my requirement output of that op-amp, it should be of 10 volts. Is it? 1 volt and output is required is 10 volts. So what I will do is only magnitude. Don't consider the sign here because we are considering inverting amplifier. So what I will do, as I know VO equals to, for inverting amplifier, VO equals to minus RF by R1 times of VI. Now VI is known, VO it is decided as a 10 volts. So 10 equals to minus RF by R1 into VI. VI is 1. So here simply you can determine RF by R1 equals to 10. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So generally what we are doing, take that feedback resistor RF as a 10K and input resistor, that is R1, as a 1K. You will get the gain of that inverting amplifier as a 10. That is RF by R1 equals to 10K divided by 1K, and simply it will be equals to 10. And just connect that resistors in that circuit, apply input as a 1 volt, 100% you will get the output as a 10 volts. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
see why I taken this example over here. So such type of various circuits in number of subjects like digital electronics, EDC, op-amp, in your communication subject, analog digital communication, if it is there, as well as your microcontroller, everywhere. So you might have seen a resistor with its resistance value only is given, but its wattage, that is power handling capacity, is not mentioned anywhere. That is my observation. We were doing that calculations only for the resistance of that resistor, but we never consider really this resistor as a that selected resistor as a current limiting device. Really it will going on to sustain in that circuit or not. Sustain means what? Really it will going on to handle the power over there, and that's why the power handling capacity of the resistor is also that much important, like its resistance calculation. Clear? How it is to be calculated or how it is useful, that things also we will discuss. Don't worry. Right. Now, this color chart or this table, by this we can easily find out the resistance of the CFR and MFR from the given that color band on that resistor. Then the second basic type is variable resistor. In that you might have seen potentiometers, rheostat, multi-ton potentiometer. We're going to compare these two effectively so that it will be very clear to you what is the use of multi-ton potentiometer or how it differs from the conventional potentiometer. Then the next one is LDR, light dependent resistor, thermistors, etc. So all these are the variable resistors. Either manually we are changing it or their resistance gets changed according to environmental conditions. Like in LDR, whenever light intensity gets changed, its resistance also gets changed. So it is light dependent resistor. That's why known as a light dependent resistor. Then thermistor, according to temperature, its resistance gets changed. Now thermistors, negative temperature coefficient and positive temperature coefficient, both thermistors are available in the market. Negative temperature means what? By increasing temperature, the resistance of that thermistor gets decreased, and vice versa. That is NTC, negative temperature coefficient. And positive temperature coefficient means what? By increasing temperature, its resistance also gets increased, and vice versa. So that is PTC. In short, it is known as a PTC, positive temperature coefficient. Okay. We'll just wind up this color coding, and then in next lecture, we will start the application. You are already familiar in CFR. There are only 4 color bands. Out of that, 3 are for resistance, and 4th one towards one of the terminals, that is as a tolerance band. So if, as shown, I mentioned here, brown, black, and red, it is there. Then its value is brown, black. Directly note down that value. That is 10 into 10 raised to, that 10 is compulsory. 10 raised to power the number of that third band. So simply you can calculate as a 1K. But if you measured it by using DMM, physically, if you try to measure it, then it might not be equals to 1K. Not equal to 1K means what? How much it will be, and for that purpose, this tolerance band is given. If it is of gold, that third one, golden color band is there, then for gold, the tolerance mentioned in that previous table, it is plus minus 5%. So remember, this is in percentage. So for 100, it will be 5, plus minus 5. But our resistor is of 1 kilo ohm. So the tolerance, it will be plus minus 50 ohm. By that 5%, for 1K, it will be plus minus 50 ohm. And that's why if you measure it by using DMM, then the major value, it will be 100% lie in between these two, or in this range. That is from 950 ohm to 1.05 kilo ohms. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
आवाज येतोय ना व्यवस्थित?
Yes, sir.
हो सर येतो.
Okay, okay. Now, if that tolerance band is of silver colored, silver, the tolerance is plus minus 10%. That means for 1 kilo ohm, it will be plus minus 100 ohms. And hence, if you measure it by using DM, then the measured value, then it will lie in between these two. That is 900 ohm to 1.1K. Is it? Now the next one, that is MFR type, metal film resistor. For this resistor, how it differs from CFR, there are total 5 color bands. Out of that, first 4 are for its resistance. 5th one, that is for tolerance. Mostly that tolerance band is of brown color in metal film. And that brown color, number 1, it is assigned. Is it? Again, the measurement or calculation of resistance, it is same as that of CFR. Only the difference is instead of
फिफ्थ बँड कशासाठी असतो?
Yes, yes.
तो फिफ्थ बँड कशासाठी असतो?
Tolerance, last one.
नाही नाही, आता पहिले 3 आहे ना, त्याची व्हॅल्यू साठी झाले. फोर्थ वन टॉलरन्स आणि फिफ्थ
No. Fourth one, that is 10 raised to power. And last color band, 5th one, that is for tolerance. Here I mention that various colors are brown, black and brown. We will consider these 4 colors for its resistance measurement. So instead of taking only first 2, here we have to take first 3.
Okay.
In case of CFR, what we taken, brown and black, that is 10 we written, and third band that we taken as a power of 10. its number, assigned number as 10 of, right now, into 10 raised to number of third color band, that is red, and it is 2. So 10 raised to 2. This digit, it is compulsory while calculating the value. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Here it
Yes,
is
sir.
brown, black. Instead of 2, here we have to take 3. That's why I written brown. First one, assigned number is 1. And for remaining next two are black. So 0, 0. So 1, 0, 0 into 10 raised to power, that is number assigned to this brown color. And it is 1. Right now. So it will be of 1000 ohm. That means 1K. So see the difference. If it is MFR, then that color band will be brown, black, brown for 1 kilo ohm. And if it's CFR, then it will be brown, black, red. Both are of same value, that is 1K, 1K. Clear?
एक क्वेश्चन होता
हा,
सर,
विचारा.
मीन्स कंपॅरिझन टाइप मध्ये CFR आणि MFR मध्ये जर आपण कम्पेअर केलं तर विच वुड बी
Mhm.
प्रेफर्ड द मोस्ट?
So which register is to be preferred? This is
तर
a very big
आपण
topic.
MFR यूज करू शकतो ना मॅक्सिमम टाइम, कारण त्याचा टॉलरन्स तो खूप कमी आहे. सो वी कॅन गेट क्लोजर टू द रिक्वायर्ड व्हॅल्यू.
Yes, correct. No issue. Your answer is correct. But few things are there. That's why I told I will require much more time for that. So that also we will take in the next lecture. So here just I want to end up this. So see, fifth band, that is for tolerance, and the assigned number is 1. That's why the tolerance is only plus minus 1%. Is it? So for 1 kilo ohm, that tolerance will be only plus minus 10 ohm. So see, in previous case, even if it is of golden color, 5%, tolerance was plus minus 50 ohm. Is it? But for the same resistor, in terms of resistance, only if it is MFR, then tolerance is plus minus 10 ohm only. And again, if you measure it by using actual EMM, then its value, it will lie in between 990 ohm to 1.01 kilo ohm. In this case, it was 950 ohm to 1.05 kilo ohm. Are you getting the difference? So which register
sir.
will be more accurate? MFR. Yes or no? MFR will be more accurate.
Yes.
The calculated value as per that color band and the actual measured value. Right? So here it will be in between, or that range, it is very small in case of MFR, while in case of CFR it is what more, 950 to 1.05 kilo ohm. That means 1050 kilo ohm. Is it? So the chances of resistance variation, it is more in case of CFR as compared to MFR. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, which register is to be preferred? I think we will discuss later on, either CFR or MFR. In next lecture, we'll start from this one only, right? But before going to that, just see the next one. Such type of register you might have seen. Is it? So these are
Yes, sir.
these are known as wire wound. The construction is shown in this third diagram. There is one ceramic material on which metal wire is mounted. The total resistance of that mounted metal is nothing but the resistance of that resistor. Construction is also very simple, but as it is a wire mounted, its current handling capacity is also somewhat more as compared to CFR and MFR. And its value, it is directly written on that resistor. See, you can check, it is written as 10 watt 2R. That means it is of 10 watt resistor and 2 ohm. This next one, it is written as 10 watt 10R. That means 10 watt and 10 ohm. Okay. So resistor you might have seen again in our lab during your articles. Almost all that resistors are of quarter watt, CFR or MFR. So just imagine this 10 watt and whatever resistor you handle, suppose it is 10 ohm resistor, CFR and quarter watt. It will be very small in size as compared to this one, right? But the power handling capacity of that resistor is only 250 milliwatt. That's why we are saying it is of quarter watt, and here it is of 10 watt. So 10 watt and 250 milliwatt. A large difference is there. And that's why I mention here mostly the resistors are preferred for high wattage applications. Clear? High wattage means power handling capacity. It is 10 watt. Our previous one or whatever you handle in our lab, that is of quarter watt, that is 50 milliwatts only. Simply one comparison I taken over here. Now remember, as wattage handling capacity increases, the size of that resistor also gets increased. So such type of resistor, again, in our lab, you might have seen, right? And few resistors, again, you might have seen having somewhat more size as compared to remaining resistors.
Okay.
Now, purposely I have taken here the example of same resistance. Okay. The resistance for all this shown resistor is 10 ohm. See, the first one, it is available in strip form, that is SMD, surface mountable devices or resistor. It is very, very, very small. By our naked eyes, you can't measure, you can't read the number also, which is given on that resistor. Here is given as a 100. दिसतोय ना सगळ्यांना?
हो सर.
This is
Yes,
a
sir.
resistor. This is a resistor having its value as 100. What is mean by that 100? Again, the calculation part is very simple. Just take two digit as it is, that is 10 into, again 10 is compulsory over here also, into 10 and raised to the third digit, that is 0. Clear? 10 into 10 raised to 0. 10 raised to 0 means it is 1. So the resistance of this resistor will be 10 ohm. Clear? Now the next one,
Yes,
that
sir.
is CF type, quarter watt. Again, color band is brown, black, brown. Sorry, brown, black, black. Okay. So brown, black, again 10 into 10 raised to power. That power is the number of that third color. That is black, that is 0. And it is of 10 ohm. Just check the size or just imagine it is quarter watt. Again, the third I shown, which is somewhat large in size as compared to previous. While the color bands are also same, that is brown, black, black. Means it is of again 10 ohm, but its size is more. Again next, again it is somewhat more as compared to previous. Color band is also same, brown, black, black. That means it is again of 10 ohm. Right? And last one, that is wire wound type, 10 ohm, 10R, it is directly written over here, but the size of this wire wound, it is again more or large as compared to previous. So here size of resistor gets increased from left to right. While the resistance, all resistors are of 10 ohm. Clear? Now here,
Yes, sir.
here this SMD type having its wattage 1/8 watt only. That means 125 milliwatt. It can handle a power up to 125 milliwatt only. Then the quarter watt, it can handle 1/4, that is 250 milliwatt. Then the next shown, it can handle up to 500 milliwatt or half watt. This resistor can handle 2 watt. And last one, it is already mentioned over here, it is of 10 watt. So remember, according to or as size of the device increases, its power handling capacity also gets increased. Or to improve the power handling capacity, the size of the device also gets increased. Is it clear? So see, everything I written over here. Okay. Now the last row you will observe in terms of its size. So this SMD resistor, its length is approximately just 2 mm. And it is very thin also, 2 mm and very thin. Then this resistor, quarter watt, it is almost 5 mm in length. Not including terminals, only the body of that resistor. Then for this next, it is 7.5 mm. For this one, it is 15 mm. And for last one, it is 40 mm, 40. So it is this in size as its power handling capacity is maximum as compared to all these. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
lecture,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
from next lecture, we will continue with the same, that is variable registers, all these, and the applications as well as the selection of register. Just you raise the one question, as the MSR is very good in terms of its variation in resistance. The tolerance is minimum. That's why we should prefer it, but it is not like that. Then question may get again arise, why that CFR are manufactured if MFR is there, right now? But still, CFR is also
Yes, sir.
important, or where it is to be used, where we can't use it, that things also we will want to discuss on the next lecture.